Hello and welcome to Piano Lessons for Beginners, lesson number 2. In this series of piano lessons, I'm going to teach you everything that you need to know to play the piano. To get started reading music in our first lesson, we learned the piano key names. And now, in lesson 2, we're going to be doing the piano hands and the finger numbers. At the end of this lesson, you are going to know enough to be able to start learning your very first song, Oe Goe, which is available for print through the download here in your course. What we are going to do today, we are going to learn the finger numbers. And so, what we are going to do first is we are going to make a copy of our hands. And what we are going to use is just a sheet of white paper here. I'm going to place my hand on the paper and trace around it. So when we play piano, we need to be able to talk about the fingers. And so the fingers need to have names. And if they didn't have names, we wouldn't know which fingers we're talking about. So it's just a very simple system that we're going to be using to reference our fingers. And we're going to use the numbers, and it's not a very hard system, but still some people will get it wrong. So when you think about the numbers, I want you to think you only have one thumb finger number 1. You have 4 fingers, but you have one thumb. So left hand finger 1 is thumb, and right hand finger 1 is thumb. So thumb is finger number 1, all right? And then moving around from number 1 finger, number 2 is your pointer finger, and finger number 3 is your tall finger, and finger number 4 is your ring finger, and finger number 5 is your pinky. So there we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. These are the 5 fingers of the left hand. For your fingers of your right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it's as easy as if I was to say, play right hand finger 2 on F. We just have to think finger 2 and play it on F, just like that. If I was to say, play right hand finger 4 and play it on A, you just have to play right hand finger 4 on A. So what we can do now is practice the finger numbers in different patterns. So here's what we need to do. Just place your hand over the numbers and you have just traced, and try to keep your fingers in a bit of a curved position. Now, finger 1 doesn't feel very comfortable or stretched out like that. So I'm going to leave my thumb loosely beside my hand in a regular piano playing shape. So I'm playing on the side of my thumb. So what we're going to do is look at the sheet here, and we're going to tap the fingers in the order that they are written on the sheet. So finger exercise number 1 says, use your left hand and tap fingers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So here I go. Oh, it says left hand. So we'll start with left. And it says 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then his right hand, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now left hand, and this one has a pattern. Okay, 1, 4, 4, 5, 5, 3, 3. Now, when we play piano, we don't actually do it like it's not the same as when you type on a keyboard. When we play piano, we actually press into the keys. But the idea right now is just to learn the numbers of the fingers. This isn't really proper piano playing technique unless you are actually pressing down into your fingertips. So we could do that too. I just don't want to overwhelm you. For question number 4, right hand is going to go, and I'm going to use proper hand playing technique on this. And what I'm doing is I'm pressing the weight of my hand like I'm squashing water out of a sponge in my fingertips. So here I'm going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. So little sponges in my fingers, just squashing the water out now. And the next one is right hand. Again, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. This sheet is a great practice sheet to go over and practice all of the finger numbers in order and helping yourself get really coordinated with thinking about the different numbers for the fingers. And then if you want to go crazy after you've practiced this on the tabletop squashing, you can take the same exercises to the piano and play them starting on any key. That will be really fun. I'm just going to try this one here, and right hand finger 1, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's question 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have a nice rounded hand shape, and I'm squishing my fingertips into the piano. All right. So as this exercise continues, the pattern gets longer on the second half of the page. Some of these emphasize the outside of your hand, because you probably noticed that fingers 4 and 5, they do not like to walk independently. They're a little bit uncomfortable and weak. So we're going to exercise those ones a little bit extra. But just don't be hard on yourself. Try to keep your hands nice and loose. And just press your weight into the tops of the fingertips, not the very tops, the squashy part. And the other thing that you could do to strengthen your fingers, if you feel like they are not staying curved or if they are collapsing on you when you press into them, is you can make nice round O shapes and then just press your fingers against your thumb to try to give your hand a little exercise, making these O shapes and pressing with each finger. Make the O, keep it round. Don't let it do this. This is like a chicken. You are not doing chickens. You are doing O's. And they will do the same thing with, you will do the same thing with the pinky, a nice round O, and press so that you can strengthen these joints so that they can get used to being pressed on a rounded shape. And repeat the same exercise with your left hand. Don't squeeze too hard. It's okay. So go ahead and practice your finger numbers. And once you have finished this lesson, you are ready to hop on over to learn some songs. All right. Thank you for watching and following along. See you in the next lesson. Bye.